HBCU Legends fans. This is Coyote Mosley here with a future legend in the works. He hails from Jackson State University. People know him as James Houston the Fourth. We also call him the Problem. What's going on, James? How you doing, sir?
Not much. I'm doing good, sir. How you doing?
Good, good. Look, man, it's an honor that we finally had a chance to catch up with you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Are you in Florida right now, or where
Yeah,
you at?
I'm in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, back at my parents' house. So just been training and getting ready for the draft.
All right. Getting ready, man. I think that's a pretty good process. We're going to talk a little bit about the draft process, what has happened thus far, your bowl games and everything else. So, kind of walk us through what has happened in the offseason since Jackson State, you guys were in the Celebration Bowl as well. And one thing that was kind of telling to me about the whole process, especially with you and the Quill Glass, is that you guys did not get an NFL combine invite, which was mind-boggling to me. But you were fortunate enough to get the NFLPA Collegiate Bowl as well as a East-West Shrine game invite, and you took over those games. So walk us through that, man. How has it been since this offseason and leading up to, in a few weeks, the NFL draft?
Right. So those two games, they was really taxing on my body, on my mind, and everything like that. Just because they were back to back, and they were big weeks for everybody that was there. You had a lot of interviews and talking to coaches and trying to study the playbook and just all these different type of things that you kind of had to make sure that you took care of while you was there that week. And I had those back to back. So it was a lot of work, a lot of preparation, and just a lot of time and physicalness on my body. But I had so much fun. I met so many new people. I had just such a great experiences. And I'm really glad that I got to do both. It's just an extreme blessing. I got to showcase my talent on two different, platforms. And I did my thing. So, you know what I'm saying? People got to see exactly how I kind of compared to other talent, as they would say. So, yeah, it was a great experience. I've been having a great time during this little period. It's been a little stressful, just kind of thinking about, just all the success that I had at Jackson State, and then, kind of seeing how they line everything up with the draft and stuff like that. So it's been a little stressful, but it's all in God's hands, just the way I left it. So I'm just waiting back to see.
Yeah, look, I can imagine, man, the stress of just trying to know what's going on, what the NFL teams are thinking as well. Have you had any visits with any teams? I recall, I think there was a Kansas City trip, right?
Yeah. So I took 3 visits, one to the Dolphins, one to the Kansas City Chiefs, and one to the Dallas Cowboys. So,
okay.
Yeah, all those visits were great. I talked to the coaching staff, and they got a good feel for me. I got a good feel for them. And so, any of those places would be great. Whoever wants to pick me up, I would love it. So, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the Dolphins are retooling out there. They got a couple of former Saints on the squad. Teron Armstead, HBCU legend himself, right there. The Saints lost him due to free agency. Thomas Morstead is out there as well. So, yeah, man, that's a good spot for you, especially being in Florida.
Yep. South Florida at that.
Oh, yeah, South. Taking your talents to South Beach.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, look, man, what about Big D? What did Jerry and his boys have to say?
Yeah, that was a great visit. I talked to them, and, they obviously have a very versatile player on their defense already in Michael Parsons. And so they're kind of familiar with the versatility of defensive players and being able to plug and play them in different spots. So that would be a great opportunity as well to be in that defense, Dan Quinn and those guys. And it would be a match made in heaven. And
yeah, so, you can learn a lot from Quinn, right?
Yep. Oh,
Look,
Florida
man.
got too. So there's some
Yeah.
connections there. So yeah.
Yeah. Look, he had what Wagner and those boys at
Yep.
one time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, you know why I'm so high on you, James, is the fact that when I was at the SWAC championship, right? And I was in the press booth, and I think the second half just started out, right?
Hmm.
But before you kind of see the momentum was kind of shifting a little bit,
Yes, sir.
and all I know is I was typing, I lifted up my head, and there you are in the end zone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And your play right there against Jawan Pass was a pivotal point in that championship game and really turned the tide really for the Jackson State faithful. They were just going crazy. Man,
Mhm.
take us through that play. I want to see what were your thoughts? What were you thinking coming out of halftime?
So literally exactly what you were just talking about. I kind of felt that momentum. I knew we just needed a big play, to kind of take us over that ledge. And it was kind of something like that the whole year. I kind of had to make some type of play to, just kind of get us in the game or, what I'm saying, finish it off or just kind of set the tone and give us that
Yeah,
energy. And so it was just, I kind of have a knack for that type of thing, just being able to make a play, especially in like a pivotal moment, just kind of feeling the moment and rising to the occasion. It's something I've always kind of had a knack for. But that situation right there, it was a great play. Um, we have been running a lot of like screen drills in practice.
okay.
We knew they would a lot of the teams that we played later in the season. We knew they would be wanting to kind of screen us to kind of slow us down, the rush or whatnot, and the blitzes and stuff like that. So I had really been making that play every time in practice. I had 2 or 3 picks in practice just off that play.
Really? Wow.
I had kind of seen the formation before I lined up. They took a little bit extra long to snap the ball, and I got to see kind of the running back's eyes, and it just didn't look the same as how he looked every other time.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of felt it. It was almost a feeling and like kind of something in the back of my head that I had been preparing for the whole time during practice and film sessions. So it was a great moment. It felt really good when I caught the ball. My boy Aubrey, he pieced me up. He gave me a good 3-piece. I had to run
Look,
away from him.
yeah, you and Miller, man, you guys had a good thing going, man. Good
Oh yeah,
tandem between the
oh yeah.
two.
Oh, all 3 of us. You got Keontae back there as
Oh yeah,
well.
I can't
That
forget
was
Mr.
defensive
Hampton. Right.
player of the year. So that
Yeah.
defense, it was really, I really felt like we could have competed with a lot of Power 5 offenses, um, even in the SEC. I mean, I played there, so I obviously understand. I know what it takes to play with a team like that, and I think we definitely had a defense for it. So yeah,
Yeah. You make a good point because you guys had Louisiana and Monroe on the ropes as well.
yep,
The
yep,
entire
yep.
game, you guys really shut them down offensively.
Oh yeah, my defense definitely shut them down. I got ejected in the first quarter, and they held them to 4 field goals. Like they didn't touch the end zone, so
Yeah.
they did a great job. I just feel like we should have won that game. A lot of things didn't go our way, but that's how it is.
Yeah, that was a different game, but it was a learning game for I think for Shador as well, being a
Yep.
young quarterback and how to be able to bring his team back and everything. But it was good all in all, man. You guys had a tremendous year. Y'all had a tremendous I guess going through the swag, beating the guys that you did, and the
Mhm.
way you guys did it very convincingly, especially against Alabama A&M. That was a very convincing. I think you had a touchdown that game as well, right?
Oh yeah, those were one of the games. I kind of had to set the tone. They was doing a little trash talking before the game, so we kind of felt some type of way. We got a little chip on our shoulder, and they tried to play us with like some of the pregame stuff, the locker room.
Yeah,
There was no air conditioning, and we had to go like a mile to get to the field and stuff like that. So it was just certain things, and I kind of had to just set the tone and let him know, we was here to play. and
Yeah,
hit
yeah.
them in the mouth, and they ain't even want to respond. So it was a great victory, great all around victory. We played well on offense, defense, and special teams throughout the whole game. So
I don't think they had any response to that number on the board, man.
no sir.
Yeah, you guys did a fantastic job. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the bowl games, man. And I know you said you had great experiences there. You got an opportunity to meet a lot of different people. But one thing I kept noticing, and I was kind of charting on my papers, is that you had at least 7 quarterback pressures in, was it the collegiate bowl game?
Hmm.
That, and just from what I saw, and I know you affected Cole Kelly a few times with his passes, and I know it came down to last seconds that they could have kicked the field goal, and you guys, your team would have won. But
Right.
one thing that was kind of telling, especially when you went to the East West game as well, is how you got to the quarterback. You have a knack for doing it.
Hmm.
What is it about your talent, your skill, and your ability that allows you to do that?
I think mainly I have really quick feet. My feet are extremely quick, and I kind of just know how to move in space. Just you kind of give me just a little bit of space, and I can wiggle my way into squeezing on in there. And I don't really know where I learned this ability from. It's kind of just something that I've had playing football growing up. Just kind of learning how to dip or just kind of move my shoulder out the way and just kind of create that space that I need to move my body into position. And I never really knew to take it into rushing the quarterback. It's just kind of always something I use that linebacker to get away from blockers and shed them or anything like that. So um, yeah, playing in those bowl games, being able to kind of showcase my skills on the edge again, it was great. Uh, I kind of got to work on some new stuff with Chuck Smith. Wish I could have broke out some more stuff in the game, but it was great. I had really a lot of fun. So
Yeah. Did you start to get more recognition or more teams calling you after the East West game, or was it after the Collegiate Bowl?
after both of the bowls, they saw me in the PA game and they definitely said something. I told them I was in the East West, and so they said, "Okay, we're gonna keep watching." And it was just like they I guess they didn't really respect what my tape or whatever I put on tape from HBCU, and I don't really know why, because I'm telling you the talent wasn't too much different from the East West to the PA to the HBCU. So
Yeah.
it's all about just perspective and what everybody perceives, but yeah, it was. I literally, I did the same thing in both of the games, and
You did.
they respected my talent
Yeah.
even further from that. Just kind of seeing how I was very consistent throughout both of the games and my tape.
Yeah. You were a problem. And I kept on seeing, what was the young man, the quarterback in the East West game? You got him a couple of times, and there was a potential sacks there as
Yeah,
well. So, man, yeah, you doing your due.
yeah.
So,
I wish I could have rushed a little bit more in the East West game, but you got to pick your poison sometimes.
definitely. All right, man. So, I don't have your exact numbers, but your pro day, they say it was off the charts. So, talk us through it. What happened? What were your numbers like?
Yeah, so I ran a 4.640. I had a 39-inch vert, a 10.6
Wow.
on the broad jump. I bench pressed 22 reps, and what else is there? The 5.10.5. I think I ran a 4.344. So I did pretty well. I had a good day. I know I could have did better, but I mean, overall it was a great day. I got to go back to Jackson State, and just kind of see all those people and kind of just feel that love again. And I got so much love for Jackson, Mississippi, and Jackson State. So anytime I could go back and support, I always go.
Yeah. Like I say, man, you're a future legend.
Yes.
So, I mean, a lot of people are very high on you. I know some of the draft analysts that I communicate with behind the scenes. They really think the world of you. Rick from NFL Draft Bible with SI, part of
Mhm.
my affiliate team. So he's very, very high on the name James Houston the fourth.
Yes, sir.
Um, all right, so Coach Prime, you came from Florida, you committed to these guys at Jackson State. How was your time there at Jackson?
Man, I had a great time. I'm so glad I just got to kind of get that HBCU experience, even if it was for 6 months. Um, After the season, I almost begged them to come back.
Really?
I
Did you
know
have another year of
I
eligibility
actually
or?
did have another year of eligibility, and I love my time there so much, man. I really just wanted to spend so much more time with those coaches and those people. Um, it was just great. I feel like I learned a lot. I feel like I grew a lot from this experience, and I just recommend anybody that ever has that experience to go to a HBCU, most importantly Jackson State, uh, to go get it because it's a once in a lifetime experience. Just meeting those people, different people, and just becoming a man, becoming a black man or woman, and
Yeah.
growing.
Look, man, my dad's HBCU. My grandmother was HBCU. My mom's HBCU. My uncles, aunts, everybody growing up
I'm the
in New
same way.
Orleans, Louisiana, man. So we were all HBCUs. So me too,
Yep.
Morehouse. But one thing I loved about the fact you and a couple of the guys who transferred into the program that you guys embraced the whole uh, the aura, the atmosphere of what an HBCU school can be able to provide that you don't get in the other schools. And I
Mhm.
kind of kid guys. I said, HBCU is like a gumbo versus a soup.
Yep.
you know,
Yep. For real.
gumbo, you got a lot of seasoning, a lot of
Mhm.
flavor into
Right.
it. You talk about just a regular clam chowder soup, ain't the same.
Yeah, the same.
All right. Look, man. So, all right. So you're off the charts pro day. You did excellent job. Went back. What advice did Coach Prime and Coach Flea and those guys give to you?
Just keep going. They just kind of told me, you're the pioneer for all of this. You're the beginning of it, and you got to set the standard for everybody, the same way that you set the standard on the field. So just kind of keep pushing, do your best because everybody watching you, everybody wants to do that. Everybody seeing that path that you took and wants to do the same thing. And so I'm just really happy to be a pioneer for everything and kind of kick those doors down and let everybody else follow behind me because this is a great route. Coming to a HBCU, I know it's not always looked at as something that's the most beneficial for you as a athlete. But
Mm-hmm.
honestly, as a black man, it is the most beneficial thing for you. It's going to teach you life lessons that you're not going to get at those PWIs. You're going
Mm-hmm.
to have to figure a lot of things out by yourself. And at a HBCU, you don't have to do it that way. That's not really an option that you have to have. And although it may be a little harder, this is what I'm here for everybody to make the path easier, to make it more understandable, to make it not looked at as something that's just so unfathomable.
Right.
So
No.
yeah, I'm supporting all those guys that have come in behind me, transfers from PWIs to HBCUs, looking to just kind of show what they got and not just try to hide or not be fully be themselves while they playing the game or while they're at school and just be comfortable in their own skin and just able to
Yeah.
fully flourish.
Yeah. Man, that's really profound what you said, man,
Yes,
because
sir.
a lot of people don't take that mantle and
Yeah,
want to run with it, right?
yeah,
And it is the truth that we got to help out as many people as possible. That's why I was reaching out to you and other players. I want to be able to showcase what you guys do, what
yeah,
you are going through, what's the process, so people can understand going forward what's happening. But also, you'd be surprised how many scouts are watching this.
yeah.
These guys are watching
Yes, sir.
and watching how you guys handle yourselves, and you've been very professional through it and through. So
Thank
I
you.
appreciate that, man. All right, so draft weekend, couple of weeks coming up, right? In between then and now, do you have anything scheduled, anything lined out, any calls that you got to make, take, what?
Nah, I'm all done, man. I'm ready to sit back and just kind of enjoy the fruits of my labor. I'm just kind of, going through these draft fits, trying to get the right, fit laid out for draft day. I'm headed to Vegas for the week of the draft.
Oh, really?
I'll be
Okay.
home by the time the draft starts, but the NFLPA invited me out there to kind of uh, sharing some of the events that they have in Vegas, and so it should be really fun. I should meet a lot of more people, and yeah, just sit back and have fun, man. I can't wait to just kind of see how everything turns out.
Yeah, soak it all in, young man.
Yes,
Soak
sir.
it all in. I'm telling you. All right. So your parents, I know your dad is quite influential, and he communicated with a lot of reporters like myself.
Yep.
Uh, will you be at home with them? Will you be with the family? Will you just like some guys like to just be in the room by themselves? What's going to happen?
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna set that one up because it's gonna be a lot of my family out here. And they all got their own opinions. They all got everything that they got to say. So I'm not sure. I might be in front of the whole fam, and we might all be celebrating, or I might just be in the room with my mom and my dad, and kind of just taking it all in. So we'll see. However I feel in that moment, however rowdy it gets in this house, we'll see how I handle it.
That should be cool, man. Look,
Yeah.
I went to a draft party back in the '90s, the way a long, long time ago. My cousin Steve Jackson was
Okay.
drafted by the Houston Oilers, and we had a hotel room booked, hundreds of people in there, man. It was great that he got picked up by his hometown team, so that
Yeah.
was pretty cool.
Mhm.
Um, Enjoy that. Enjoy it. So, all right, let's talk a couple last items, and I just wanted to get your opinion on these things. So, if you had to pattern your game, right, who best resembles, or what couple of guys may resemble what James Houston can offer to the National Football League?
Um, I feel like a guy like Clay Matthews. I've been watching a lot of his tape.
Wow. Okay.
He does a lot of the things that I do, and he does them well. He makes plays and pivotal moments the same way I kind of do, and he's just all over the field, always around the ball. He can rush off the edge. He can play Mike. He can play outside. He can do really whatever you ask him. So that's a player that I've been watching a lot. I've been studying a lot of his tape. Obviously, guys like Michael Parsons, who Coach Deion Sanders has kind of compared me to. I've been watching his tape, just being versatile, being able to play Mike outside, and being able to rush off the edge. Just kind of bringing those three kind of dynamic things into the game in their own way. Kind of trying to find guys that are just versatile and kind of able to see the game in their own way and approach it in a different manner. A guy like Anthony Barr as well, being able to rush off the edge and play Mike and come up the middle and blitz and stuff like that. So just kind of been watching guys that do the things that I do well and try to maximize that as much as I can.
All right. Have you taken a look at Demario Davis?
Oh yeah, I used to watch Mario all the time as an inside linebacker. He's great. He's been great for years. I know he's just kind of getting his shine, but he's been great even before he was on the Saints. So yeah, he also I think he talked to us during the PA Bowl, and so it was great getting knowledge from him. Him and Mike Singletary just kind of chopping it up with him and being able to kind of soak in all their knowledge that they've given us. So
Yeah, yeah. Demario had a kind of similar type of track, small college, and then he got his shot being drafted with third round by the Jets, I believe.
yeah.
And then when he came to New Orleans, man, it just seemed like it was a perfect fit.
Mhm.
He had the rushing ability, but he had the sense to be able to play, like you said, the versatility to play all of the linebacker positions across the board,
Right.
and Sam, Mike, and everything. So Will, so I like your versatility, and versatility is important in the National Football League.
Yeah.
A lot of guys call you a hybrid, a tweener, so to speak. Where do you feel you can best suit your skills to? What team that currently kind of runs a similar type of defense that would be good that complements James Houston?
Well, I think my versatility allows me to be in every system. Honestly, just the fact that I can play Mike, I can play outside, and I can rush the edge. So there's always going to be a time where you need all three of those.
Yeah.
So I just feel like really any team that kind of sees the versatility and has any type of concept or package or anything for me to be able to put me in that situation, I feel like it can only really benefit them really well. Because I feel like I just have, a certain set of skills, and I can really use them from anywhere on the field. And so, yeah, that versatility, I feel like is really important. I know I've always had it, but I haven't really been always able to show it. I just kind of do what's asked of me. And now that everything's kind of on the table, I'm still going to do what you ask of me, just kind of put me in that position to do what you ask. So.
All right, cool, cool. All right, behind the scenes, man, who is James Houston, the problem? Who is he?
Man, I'm a real chill, laid back guy. I love football, love my family, love God. So I just kind of keep everything real simple. I don't really try to do too much or say too much. Just kind of try to stay to myself and stay true to my roots. And yeah, fun guy, easy to
Yeah,
talk to. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, smart guy too, man. So
yes, sir.
add that to your skill set when
Yeah,
you talk to people, because uh, not to boast or put a lot of pride there, but you have the capabilities of picking up any National Football League defense.
right.
Then they have to know that.
Exactly.
Okay, so do you have any last words if you were speaking directly to an NFL guy right now in the next 30 seconds to a minute? What would you say? Why should they draft James Houston?
I think you should draft James Houston because he's the most versatile player in the draft. Um, he's the most productive player in the draft, and he's gonna get the job done. Like I said, I'm a playmaker. When you need a play the most at the worst time, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna make it. And I'm gonna work hard. I love football, and I'm gonna just do what I got to do. I got the nickname the problem, so obviously, there's some ties to that. So, yes, sir.
All right. Yeah. Who gave you that nickname? Was that Dion or?
Nah, literally, I was playing. I think it was like our third or fourth game. I was playing. I was on the field. I made a tackle and I came to the sideline. They said, "Hey man, did you see what they called you?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" They was like, "You didn't hear what they said?" It was like, "Nah, just next time you make a tackle, like listen to the announcer." So I made a tackle.
Oh,
I stood up.
okay.
I
It
kind
was
of put my
Jackie
ear
State
up.
announcer.
Yeah, I
Okay.
put my ear up. I said, "It said James, the problem Houston on the tackle." I said, "Oh, okay, I like that." Yeah,
Yeah.
and so I'm not sure who really came up with it, but we definitely rode it to the coattails, and I love it. So
Yeah. Look, man, when I put you in the articles, that's what I'm saying. James the problem.
yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
are the problem, but more than that, I wish you a lot of success, future success for you, a
Thank you.
lot of blessings for you and the family going forward. Let me know how things are going for you. If there's anything else I can do prior to the draft, even after the draft, to help you out, just let me know. Are you training? Or are you just kind of taking it easy,
No,
or
I've been
working out?
training, trying to, stay in shape because I know once our name get called and rookie mini camps come, I'm gonna
That's
have
right.
to. I really want to look my best there. That's real football. That's not all the glitz and glamour. They pick me up and they want to see what I got. So Got to stay in shape. Got to keep fine tuning the little things like coverage. I haven't really done too much coverage from last year. So I've been really working on my coverage, learning how to cover tight ends and slots and running backs and everything in that nature. So just been grinding, continually trying to improve and get better.
All right. All right. James, look, man, I appreciate your time. I'm Kyle T. Mosley. That's James, the problem, Houston, the fourth out of Florida. And he could be one of the National Football League prospects. Hopefully, we'll be hearing his name called in a couple of weekends. Where he should go, we don't know. We're just going to be happy and blessed that he's going to represent the HBCU schools and as well as his talents from Jackson State University. But James, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much, Kyle.
You're
It's a
welcome,
pleasure.
man. You're welcome. James Houston, the problem.
Yes, sir.
All right. Take care.
All right, you too.